Hello, and welcome to this theater talk for Pirates, the Penzance Musical. My name is Savan Tiwari. I use they, she pronouns, and I'm a teaching artist at the Roundabout Theater Company.
And my name is Avery Trunko. I'm also a teaching artist here, and my pronouns are she, her. We're going to tell you a little bit about the show and what we're excited to keep an eye out for when we see it. Now, Savan, tell us about Pirates.
Absolutely. Per our website, Gilbert and Sullivan's pirate ship docks in New Orleans in this jazzy-bluesy vision of the crowd-pleasing classic, an outrageously clever romp sizzling with Caribbean rhythms and French Quarter flair. With the tongue-twisting Major General, the rabble-rousing Pirate King, newly imagined young lovers, daring daughters, footloose pirates, and fleet-footed police, there's a shipload of musical comedy delights on board for first-timers and Gilbert and Sullivan aficionados alike. What that means is, this is a new adaptation of the original musical with a new book by Rupert Holmes, new orchestrations by Joseph Joubert and Daryl Waters, and is of course captained by our current interim artistic director, Scott Ellis.
Now, Gilbert and Sullivan collaborated on 14 comedic operas between the years 1871 to 1896, and their influence is still seen in modern musical theater. They were the bridge between opera to musical theater. Pirates is probably their most referenced work, and the Major General song, one of the most well-known. In fact, when David Hyde Pierce hosted Saturday Night Live, his opening monologue was a spoof of the song, and now he's playing the Major General in this production.
Yeah, I think anybody in the theater industry has a pretty strong connection with Pirates of Penzance. For me, when I was at the University of Michigan, we did a production of it. And we had this lady from the University of Michigan, Gilbert and Sullivan Society, show up fully dressed as a pirate and walked up and down the aisle the entire show with her sword held up. I guess that shows you how much passion people have for this classic hit.
Yeah. What excited you when you saw that we were doing Pirates?
I mean, well, of course, Pirates. I mean, everyone loves Pirates, but also Jinkx Monsoon. I'm so excited that Jinkx is going to be in this production. I'm excited to see what she does. How about you?
I'm really intrigued about this adaptation, the way the team can pull forward a classic and introduce it to new audiences. Think about current shows running on Broadway. You have Cabaret at the Kit Kat Club, Gypsy with Audra McDonald, the Romeo and Juliet, these reimaginings of classic shows that are for new audiences.
What are you excited to see realized?
I cannot wait to see how these designers create the world of this musical. Think about the really distinct architecture of the French Quarter and just the general atmosphere of New Orleans. And of course, the world of the Pirate King.
The ship. I mean, I'm so excited to see what we do with the ship.
Yeah, totally. And we have David Rockwell designing the set. I still think about his set for She Loves Me, also directed by Scott Ellis. We have Linda Cho doing the costumes, who just won a Tony Award for Great Gatsby. I think she has a really distinct eye, and it'll be fun to see how she plays with the silhouettes of the time period. And I think I grew up with Don Holder's lighting design, Thoroughly Modern Millie, Lion King, these shows that I saw as a teenager that really ignited a love for theater.
Absolutely. I'm really excited about the new music. Joseph Joubert and Daryl Waters, lasting on Broadway in the Wiz revival. Not only with this plan to infuse jazz and blues and that New Orleans sound into it, but also thinking about Caribbean sounds, calypso, Creole music. I'm just really excited to see the blend of those new genres with Gilbert and Sullivan.
Yeah, and you have Rupert Holmes working on the book, most well known for the Tony Award-winning Mystery of Edwin Drood. He's so great at immersing an audience in a show and also playing with those theatrical traditions. Think about English pantomime for Mystery of Edwin Drood or the classic murder mystery whodunit when it comes to curtains. And speaking of curtains, Pirates reunites Rupert Holmes with David Hyde Pierce, who won a Tony Award for that role that he did. Probably most audience members will know him as his character from Frasier, but he's also an accomplished stage actor. He was in the original cast of Spamalot and Hello, Dolly. And I think his dry humor and comedic timing is going to be really fun to see him play the Major General.
Absolutely. And of course, we have Ramin Karimloo as the Pirate King, that Iranian phantom, hot Valjean. He was just on Broadway in Funny Girl. He was at New York City Center in Titanic. And now as a pirate, I mean, I can't imagine anything better for our sure optional icon to see him doing combat, swashbuckling, being comedic. I mean, a lot of his roles previously have been pretty dark and brooding and dramatic. So to get him to see him be funny and humorous is going to be so exciting. Honestly, I think that's what audiences are going to really respond to. At the end of the day, this is a comedy. It's silly, it's entertaining, and it offers escapism.
Yeah, and I think this team being brought together is so incredible. They rarely drop the ball when it comes to shows, and this adaptation has been in the work for so long. To now see a fully realized production is really exciting.
Yes, and we have so many faces returning to Roundabout. Nicholas Barish, who was in Edwin Drood and She Loves Me, now returning as a leading man.
He practically grew up in our theaters.
We also have Samantha Williams returning, last seen at Roundabout in Caroline or Change, currently in this production as Mabel Stanley. Just an incredible group of people leading the company.
And don't forget about Jinkx.
I mean, Jinkx Monsoon, she's Drag Race royalty, queen of all queens. Also has been on the forefront of gender expansion for theater, was Mama Morton in Chicago, was Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors, just did a concert out west as Reno Sweeney, and is now in our production as a Ruth. As a trans femme person, I'm really excited to see what she does with the role. But honestly, at the end of the day, Jinkx is a world-class entertainer, and our audiences are in for an absolute treat.
I don't think I could say it better myself. I think this group of artists is really going to blow audiences away. In the spirit of Pirates escapism, we're going to leave you with this quote from Gilbert and Sullivan's Patience. "The meaning doesn't matter if it's only idle chatter of a transcendental kind."
I think that really captures the joy. If you're seeking more about Pirates, the Penzance Musical, treasure awaits on our Upstage Guide, currently available at roundabouttheater.org. Otherwise, bon voyage, and we'll catch you at Pirates, the Penzance Musical, currently docked at the Todd Haynes Theater.